Right, so Bruce, you had a question of when can I take money out of my trading account so that I can live? Now, I think there is a massive injustice in the world of financial trading and investing, which is telling people you can start off with a tiny sum of money in your account and you can build it up and live. Now, I think, right, here's what I think, Bruce. This has led people to believe the following thing. Oh, right, I can put 3 grand in my account and I can grow it. And I'll be financially free within this weekend course or 2-day course. And it's a pile of rubbish. I don't want to just say that as my opinion. I want to prove it to you mathematically what I'm saying to be true. Okay? So, here's what I want you to think about and look at, right? Here's the first thing. Let's imagine you put $10,000 in your account. Okay? Let's imagine somebody you risking 3% of your account. You've got a positive expectancy system. You're going to win 60% of the time. Now, I know there's people out there going, oh, but I want an 80% system or 90% system or 100% system. There are people still out there, unfortunately, that believe they're going to win that percentage amount of time. Okay, if you win 60% of the time, you've got a positive expectancy of 0.70. You are doing exceptionally well. You have got a money-making machine. You need to let go of the, I want to win 80. Do you know what, though? I tell you what. I'm going to give you, do you know what? Here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to make you win 70% of the time if it makes you feel better. Okay? There you go. 70% of the time you're going to win. So 30% of the time you're going to lose what you risk. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a bit. You're going to win as much as you risk each time. Just under 30% of the time. And the rest of the time you're going to make 2 times as much as that you risk. Okay? This is a money-making machine. So on average, for every dollar you risk, you can make on average 90 cents. Okay? You can expect to make on average 90 cents per dollar risked. Now, let's imagine you do 100 trades in a year. Now, let me show you something. You have no idea, even with the 70% winning system, what you're going to make from year to year. You have no idea. That's why I say, do not set a goal of I want to make X amount per year. You have no idea. Here, and I'm going to show you this. It's from this random generator. This is the same as if you put your in a bag of marbles, 100 marbles, and 70% of them are winners, 30% of them losers, and you pull one out and you don't know whether it's going to be a winner or a loser. This is the same premise, and that's exactly how trading works. So here, let's say, look, after 100 trades in a year, say you did 100 trades in a year, okay, you would have, on one time, you had just shy of 350,000, starting at 10,000, risking 3%. That year, you would generate 100 and just under 160,000. That year, under 250,000. That year, under 160,000. That year, under 180,000. That year, this is roughly about the same. That year, under 200,000. 160,000. 160,000. That year, 200,000. That year, 180,000. That year, just over 100,000. That year, 200,000. 200,000, 100,000. There's a massive difference there, right? 160,000. 120,000. Now, 80,000. So we've seen anything from 80,000 to 200,000 so far. And that's 250,000. So 80,000, 250,000 is what we've seen. This is what we could expect. So we have no idea. Now it's not going, well, I need to risk more. Okay, so we risk a little bit. So I'm going to risk 5% per trade. Okay, so I've got 500,000. This is a phenomenal money making system would have here. Okay, in 100 trades, you'd have 500,000. 1.6. So you've got 500,000 and 1.6 million. Under 250,000. 300,000. Just under 300,000. 1.6 million. 1.6 million. 600,000. 500,000. 1.2 million. Just under 200. Just over 250,000. Just under 600,000. 350,000. 500,000. 450,000. 250,000. A million. Does this make sense? This is hammering home a point too. You have no idea what you're going to make each year, which is why you cannot say, I want to make X amount of money per year. Knowing this sets you up to win the game and not have some ridiculous expectation of what you're going to make this year. You can only set the goal of saying, here's what I want to do. I want to create a system that has a positive expectancy and follow my set of rules and create it so that when you lose small, when you win big. But you have no idea, as long as it's got a positive expectancy and you follow others' rules, you should be making some money, okay? But you don't know what, which is why you need an income source to pour into assets to set you up to be financially free. Now, and pay for your bills at the same time whilst you're building up your investments. So here's the question. Let me come back to this, all right? Let me show you this calculator. The average person has in an account, well, the average account's 5,000. But let's go, the average account is 20,000. And someone was going to make, let's imagine you're going to make 40,000. But, well, no. In fact, here's what we're going to start off. Here's what most people think. I have 5,000. I'm going to grow my account and I'm going to pay for my bills. How much are your bills? Oh, they're 4,000 a month. Okay. So now you think you're going to be the world's best trader. No, it's possible. I've seen it advertised. Right. So what you're going to try and do is make 100% per month, every single month for the rest of your life off your 5,000. Okay. Let's see if this is possible. So what rate of return do you think you're going to get in a year? Oh, probably 400%. Okay. So let's imagine you did this for 20 years of your life. So it's the 20 years of your life, you're going to try and make 400% a year, and every single month you're going to take $4,000 out to pay your bills. Okay, let's have a look at what happened. Okay, you'd be in monster debt. Okay, you'd be in minus figures. It's not possible. Okay, Patrick, well, what happens if I've got my bills I need to take out? I'm going to make 400%. Well, so you'd probably, eventually after a few years, you realise, okay, that's not possible. What if I make 100% a year, Patrick? And I'm starting off with 50,000 a month. 50,000, right, okay, 50,000. I want to take out that. Well, is this possible? Total, right, let's have a look at this. You would be in debt by the 5th year. Okay? No, sorry. You'd be in debt by the 4th year. So the balance of your account would be there, 46,000, 38,000, 16,000, 41,000. Your account, you need to first focus on building wealth. Get out of your head that you are going to be able to trade to pay for your bills with some 50. Now listen, how many people do you think are in the world making a consistent 100% per year? How long have you been trying to trade and invest? How long have you been trying to make 100%? How many years have you made a profit? In fact, 98% of people aren't making any money, and they come to the game with the wrong expectations, the wrong thoughts, the wrong perceptions of how you win the game. Look, in order for you to, if your bills were 4,000 a month, and this is not including taxes, right? How much would you need? Now, let's imagine you could make 30% a year in your account, and you had 200,000 in your account. Could you do it? Yes. Right? Do you need 200,000 generating 30% a year? So what's about the minimum? I can't no, you need more than that. It's about 185, I think it is. 185. Generating that, taking it out. Yeah, right? You'd be making money. So you need a decent number in your account. Now, there aren't many people with 185,000 in their account, and there definitely aren't a lot of people making 30% a year. That would be a phenomenal return that you'd be doing if you were able to do that consistently. If you could make 20% in a year, you'd be in debt. So what would you need? If you're making 20% a year, I'm going to highly recommend you set up a hedge fund. All right? 250. There you go. There you go. It's just able to grow a little bit as well. You're able to grow it as well. So you would need 250. If you could make 20% a year consistently for the next 20 years, let me tell you this right now, you will have institutions being drawn to you. You would have people throwing money at you saying, will you invest my money? Will you invest my money for me? So once you do that, then it's easy because you've now getting paid a management fee and you're going to get paid a percentage of the profits. The point is, first, number one, you have no idea what you're going to get every single year. Nobody knows what they're going to return each year. Nobody. And second, you need to have a realistic expectation of what your account needs to be at in order for you to take a monthly income in order to pay for your bills. And you need to be thinking longer term. Remember this key principle. And I drew this a minute ago, so let me draw a fresh one. So I'll draw from the start because I was explaining this to somebody. This is from Rich Dad, so it's copyrighted. I don't own this. This is the intelligence of Robert Kiyosaki. I give him full ownership of this. I'm just saying a point of his. That you have either an income from a job, an employee, you're self-employed, or you have a business. And that income from your self-employed, your self-employment, your income, or your business, remember, even if you don't go, well, I want to day trade and be a self-employed person, I've just shown you what you need in order from day trading in order for you to survive and pay your bills. And most people who are trying to do that from day trading to pay their bills, and they're not doing it. They're not able to do it. 98% of people aren't doing it. So stick with what statistically works for people. Have an income source, and that income source pays for your lifestyle plus your investments. Okay? There is your I. And those investments are what you then take that money and then you buy assets that give you an income as well. So here, these investments are going to give you either capital gains and you're buying income generating assets. If you're saying I'm going to day trade just to pay for my bills, which is what most people would be happy doing. If I'm just going to day trade, I'm not interested in buying the assets, Patrick. I just want to day trade. Well, if your monthly expenses are that, and you think, okay, I've got 50,000 in an account, Patrick, or 100,000, which would be one of the rare people in the world doing this, and your expenses, let's say it's $5,000, including all your taxes and everything you've got to pay, your short-term capital gains. What do you need to be able to generate? Well, let's have a look. Is it 100%? I can't remember what the actual number is. No. Well, that's 55,000 a year. So you need to make probably 60% a year. No, it's just over 60. So it must be 60. What is it? 65? Yeah. You need to make 65% to keep growing it. What's the break even? You start losing money there. So it's 64, 60. There you go. You need to make 64% on your account every single year consistently in order to do it with $100,000 in your account. How many people do you think in the world? How many people do you think in the world are actually doing that? Okay. So what do I recommend you do? What do I think is the solution to this? Very, 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 very simple. Okay. What do I recommend you do? You stop trying to do day trade. If you're succeeding at day trading and it's working for you, I congratulate you. I say well done. Right? Brilliant. Well done. But that doesn't work for most people, and most people don't have a life that enables them to actually focus on it and do it that way. Most people's lives are far too busy. I'm telling you this. Focus on capturing big swing and trend trades. Capture the big swing. Capture the big trend. Go for a big, massive capital gains trade. Capture swing in the trade, which is low maintenance. And then once that has got to a certain level, what you then do is you buy income generating assets that give you an income that pays for your life. More people make money trading like this than people doing day trading. This has statistically been proven more likely and more probable for you to do and achieve what it is that you want to get, which is what we teach in Sunday Insiders, which I will be promoting and will be coming online soon. So until next time, this is Patrick Stockhausen for Taking Stock saying nanu nanu. Okay?